Hey everyone, this is Keyblade007 and this is a special tips and tricks video where I explain how to gilt the medal from the beginning. So I gathered up 7 Stitch story medals, which is right here, because we don't see many 1-star medal anymore. I wanted to show you all the way from scratch, but I'll also tell you which point affects like events and stuff where they only give you 5-star or polls that only give you 5-star medals. So this is a 1-star Stitch medal. Now in this tutorial, you're also going to learn how to properly evolve and level up your medals. What you want to do is click level up because this number needs to be 20 out of 20. So as you see here, you use Huey, Dewey, Louie type of medals to bring up your XP. So you can click optimize and it will usually filter it with whatever is the closest to maximum, and you want to have it maxed out. Now you want to get as many as you can for the first time because you actually save money if you do it on the first try compared to the second and third. So if you had to level it up and it would take several tries, like if you fill up 5 slots and it's still not at max, you're going to spend more money. So first of all, I have to level up all these medals to 20 out of 20. After we do that, we click it again and you click evolve. Now to evolve a 1-star to a 2-star, you need a Cheshire Cat medal. You can get those from special quest or from random drops. That'll change the border a little bit. Now it's a 2-star medal. Now I'm going to skip ahead where we have every one of these stitches a 2-star and do the same process. So I'll be right back and we'll continue in a sec. Okay, so now that we have all the stitches at 2-star, and remember this works with any medal, we have to bring this level up to 30 out of 30. That's what's called leveling up your medal. And now we evolve it again. To evolve a 2-star into a 3-star, you need 2 Merlins, 2 per medal. So now it turns into a silver border. And as you see on the 3-star medal, we have a little black dot. This is important. This is what gilting starts coming into effect. You can't do anything until 3-star. This is where everything starts. So I'm going to take a quick pause and get all of these medals up to 3-star, and I'll catch you in a sec. Okay, so now every one of them is a 3-star medal. So first of all, before we start this whole process, make sure you beat story mission level 200, because that is how you unlock the ability to gilt medals. Otherwise you'll just combine them and you won't have the little gilt symbol and you'll just be wasting resources at that point. So we see, as I said before, you have this little black dot. You want to fill that black dot by using the same medal at the same star, like so. So as you see, I pulled up the Stitch medals on the side one. We grab one, it fills that little dot. Now don't worry about leveling it up right now, we'll do that in a minute. So each one of these medals can fit 1 combination. So we have here, if you did this properly, you should have 4 Stitch medals, or whatever medal. One should have no dot, and the others should each have 1 yellow dot. This is the proper way to gilt to not waste resources and materials. Otherwise you'll be wasting a ton more XP and a ton more evolve medals. So now what we do is we switch back to leveling up our medals. 40 out of 40 this time. And click evolve. 3 stars evolve with 3 fairy godmothers, as you see, each. And that changes the border to this from that. And now as you see, your yellow dot carried over from before, but now there is a second yellow dot. This is because when you gilt the metal, the dots do carry over, and each higher level has more dots open. More on that in a bit. So we're going to fast forward as I level up all of these to 4. Okay, now that they're all 4 stars, what we do now is one of these, as you see, they all have 1 dot except for one. You combine the one with no dots into one of the ones with 1 dot. Doesn't matter which. Just gonna make sure you hit the right one. So that would be this one. This one has dot, that one has dot. As you see, that unlocks another dot right here, locking our dots completely. So you want to evolve it to 60 out of 60, the level. And when you evolve it, you're going to use 2 Yensids for 4 to 5 star, and the silver fairy of whatever color you're at. So it's going to be Fauna for green, Merryweather for blue, and Flora for red. And it's going to be the silver border one. And as you see, now we have 3 dots. This is one of the ones we just evolved straight, so that 1 dot from the 3 star carried all the way over to 5 star. This is important. And here is the one we combined the empty 4 star with the regular 4 star that had the dot, and now we have 2 dots on it. Again, important. Okay, so now they're all 5-star medals. This is where we really want to be at, and this is usually where our event medals are, like the organization medal event, the current Maleficent that's out right now. They mostly start at 5-star. And this is also where a lot of pulls are. We don't really see 4 and 3-star too often. So for the 5-star, the way it works is like this. The one with 2 dots, you want to evolve straight into a 6-star, no questions asked, because you want a 5-star that has 2 dots. You could also do this if you're at the 5-star level by just combining 2 of the same 5-star medal into one to make it glow twice. You'll see me do this in every single medal event video we get usually, and I'll show you how I usually gilt the medal in the process. So let's just level this up all the way. It takes a little bit more material because 5 to 6-star you want to get level 80 out of 80. So I'm wasting my materials to show you this, guys. And now when you level it up and evolve it, you will need 3 Fantasia Mickey A's for each medal, and the Golden Fairy, Fauna for green, Merryweather for blue, and Flora for red, and you will evolve into your 6-star. Which will again change the picture to its final form. So now you get this nice heavy gold border. As you see now, the dots followed us along. We also have 3 extra dots, and this little box here, that box is your gilting symbol. What it means is, depending on the amount of the sigil, you could tell if it's a tier 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 medal. So this has one little squiggly thing, so that's a tier 1 medal. Tier 2s usually have like more 2 thing, tier 3s have a 3-prong, 4s have a 4-prong, and 5s have that really cool looking symbol. So that's also how you can tell what it is. You need to beat mission 200 to even see that symbol. If you don't see it, you cannot gilt the medal, so that means you didn't beat mission 200 in the main story. We don't care about leveling this up right now, so let me skip ahead. So you want to only max out the level of one of the other 5-stars that had 1 dot, not the other one, because the other one we're going to combine and get 3 dots. So now we have a 3-dotted medal, 5-star with 80 out of 80. We want to evolve this same way I showed you before. And now we are almost done with the gilding. I'm not going to evolve it into the max amount of 100 out of 100 because that just raises the attack and I'm wasting resources as it is. The reason this works before I do this is to show you that a 3-dotted medal means it counts for itself and 3, that's 4 in total. That's why you need 7 in total. So this one had 2 and itself. So that fills 1, 2, and the last box unlocks guild. So you have 1 medal, and you have 5 dots, and the last box is the guild. So you need the original medal and 6. Okay, so now you combined it into here. When it glows, you see that it's about to unlock the guilt, or what this game likes to call special attack bonus, because the guilt is the Japanese term, but we all like to use it because it's a little friendlier to say than the special attack bonus, special attack bonus. And we click level up. And we pray to RNG that we get a good roll if we cared about this medal. Which I did. It's max 25 and I got a 22. So that's a pretty good initial roll, to be honest. And the way you re-roll is if you had the same medal at the same level. So in this case, if you already have a Gilted medal, you don't want to start at anything but 6. You want to just evolve it straight to 6. Don't combine it with anything. Just throw it from this part into here, and this will say like the range between 10 and 25, or if you're in a guild campaign, a little higher for the lower part, and you can get a reroll. If you reroll, the way it works is you'll never get lower than what you got, but you could get the same. So it's either higher or the same. And of course we have things like mirrors that can raise our percent by 1 each. I'm not going to waste mirrors on this tier 1 for you guys, because I love you guys, but not that much, because I already have a max Gilted Stitch. It's one of my first max Gilts. So yeah, that's pretty much Gilting 101, Evolving 101, and, you know, using XP 101. Use more XP at first, so you don't have to click level up as much like I did with the 6-star, because that saves you 1 money. And that's basically it. That's how you guilt a medal, reroll a medal, and how to unlock your guilt, a special attack bonus. But you're going to want to not combine any medals until Union X comes out, because you're going to get this thing called traits. When I learn more about it myself, I'll make videos on it. So until then, save your guilts and rerolls, and keep your medals separate until then, because you're going to get some more cool stuff. Alright, this is Keyblade 007 signing off. I hope this helped. Later, guys.